Cal from Cal's Crafts. How you doing? Welcome back if you've been before. Hi, if this is your first time. This is probably my fourth attempt at doing this. There's helicopters going over, motorbikes going past, like, can you hear them? Been quiet all morning. Dogs are barking, the cat's meowing, kids coming in and out. Yeah, it's all happening today. So I'll start with an apology for any noises because it is holidays. But, you know, I'm just an old-fashioned mum at home doing a video. Anyway, got me candle lit for anybody that needs prayers, thoughts or positivity. It is my rock salt and driftwood and it does smell divine. And about over halfway down my tin, so I'm going to have to see if my hubby will let me have a glass one. So we'll put that well out of the way. Alright pups, we'll settle down because it's warm. I've got my cup of char, just Yorkshire tea. The animals are finding it unbearable, bless them. I keep saying to lie on the floor because the floor's cool. I've got my No1 Designs Cross Stitcher August edition to flip through with you all, just to show you what's going on in that one. Right, so we start off. Have I done any cross stitching? Because as you all know, I didn't do a Flosstube last week because I didn't do any stitching last week. But I have done a little bit of stitching this week, guys. So I'm really chuffed with myself. I sat in the garden and had a little go. Got my homemade charm. A little fairy. Alright. So, I will get you. I'm so disorganised, aren't I? So I am doing Pandemic. I started this on the 20th of July last year. So I think this is why I picked this up this year, because it's been a year that I've been doing it. I'm on page 3. Yeah, I know, in a year, but I've got so much else. So I am down here. This is page 3, so I'm in here. So I did, I can't remember how many stitches. It was a couple of hundred stitches. I did all this. I had to finish this and frog it and redo it because it was slightly out. But yeah, so I did a couple of hundred stitches in there, so I'm really, really chuffed with that. You know when you start doing it and you think things aren't lining up? Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, but never mind. Never mind. But I did it. So I sat in the garden and I did this bit down here, so I was dead chuffed with that. So about 180 stitches or something like that it was, which I thought was great because it does look. Doesn't it look cool? And I'm loving the colour in this. I'm doing the 550. This one. See, 550. No, it isn't. I lied. It's a 500. 550 is purple, isn't it? Got that colour, that number in my head fixed. 500. Yeah, so what do you think? So I actually got some stitching done. So it was really good. And this is on 28 count. I know it's easy grid, but it's still 28 count. So this is my first attempt at doing a project on a 28 count. 2 over 2. And I'm loving it. But I've got to have plenty of light. If I haven't got plenty of light, yeah, you haven't got to open now. And because I'm blind as a bat, which don't help. Then I've done, oh sorry, I'm knocking that. 207 stitches. No, 307 stitches on. Wait for it. Hey, can you see? Can you see? Can you see what it's going to be? Can you see what it's going to be? I'm not taking my threads out, guys, because I'm not, yeah. Can you see? Can you see? Yeah, over 300 stitches on this one. So I'm really pleased with the amount of stitches I've done this week. But I have to confess, this here should be 1 stitch down because I missed a stitch there. So all this should be a stitch down, but I ain't going to frog it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out from the eyes out, and I'm going to, yeah, do my own little thing. Because I don't think you'll really notice. And then I'm going to extend this down. Once I've done the skull, I might extend this bit down into the hand. But yeah, I'm chuffed to bits, so I've done that much on there. because she is looking so good. I can't believe it. So this is from Autumn Lane Stitchery. If you don't know, it is their monthly Sal. I think the last drop now is on the 1st of August. I know. Can you believe it's a year and I'm probably 6 months behind, but I don't care. I'm just downloading the patterns and I can do it at my own pace. And I got the cover minders as well. I was giving them both Trees and Teddy to go with it, as I was of the Grime Guard and the project bag. They very kindly sent me this to go with my beautiful girl. So when I do work on it, I absolutely love it. And the Under the Seas is the fabric, Enchanted I think it's called, but I got that from her, and I got the specialist thread from her as well. But I'm liking it. But yeah, check it out. You can still download the pattern if you want to do it. And then the only other stitching I did is I'm learning myself different crochet stitches. Now I've made this pattern up myself, so I don't know what you think. So I just did a load of stitches on the bottom, and then I did a couple of rows of different things. Ignore my little knot there. I had a little problem, yeah. So we're going to have to blend that in. We'll look from that side. But I've only got like one little ball and I'm just practicing. Yeah, so I've got to that end of that row, so I'm not going to show what I'm going to do now. Whether I might do, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not sure. I'm a bit stuck now. I've got to there. To how to get it back down. So I might do the 3s in each one again. I don't know. Because I'm learning. I don't know. I just started to do a few stitches and thought, oh, that looks nice. And I carried it on. So, yeah. But hang on. I'm going to have to stop there because my son's just come out. Hang on. Yeah, that was my son. Hungry, so let's wait for him to make a big sandwich and a cup of tea, and you know, yeah. So anyway, so that was that. So that was all I managed this week, which is fine. And then I still haven't done it, but if you remember, I was saying to you about doing this, the old Christmas Tree Sal, which starts on the 1st of September. Details are on Shalene's Creativity Room on YouTube. I'll try and remember to put the link down below. We're all doing this pattern. Some have asked Shalene if they can't get hold of this, can they do something very similar? And she's very graciously said yes to some of them. So they're doing it. So if you want to join in, grab it. It's a great one. It's an American company that did this one. So a friend of mine sent this over for me. I've got my flosses ready, but I just need to dye this in my coffee and my tea. So that's what I plan to do. It's actually getting, but it don't start till 1st of September, so I've got a little bit of time to do that one. So that's all my stitchy stuff. So we'll have a look now at the flip through of the plans for next week. Just keep pushing myself to try and do cross stitch, because if I don't, I think I'll end up giving up, and I don't want to give up because when I get started I really enjoy it. So I'm not going to put any pressure on myself, just to say pick up whichever one I feel like doing and stitch on it, and that's what I'm going to do. Alright, oh my gosh, I've got the magazine from our local supermarket. It's our free gift, time for a cuppa. They don't put the pattern inside this one, so you have to have the magazine to be able to do this. So last week they had part 2 of that one. This week they've got part 3, and I have seen somebody on Facebook's done all 3 of those, and they look lovely, to be fair. So this is what we've got. Number 1 for Design Cross Stitcher, 2 free gifts, bookmark Stitch Cap in the Summer Sale Part 3. Create above with 62 brand new designs, and that's telling you all about what they've done. And it's the August 2021 design, and it was $4.99. Right, let's see if I can bring you. What's it saying? What does it say? Zame is not supported on things. So if I take that off, can I take that off? I don't even know what that means. It says it's on a certain doodah, but I ain't got it on anything. I'm stumped, folks, why I can't zoom in. Hang on. Is that better? Okay, let's try from there. See how we get. So you've got the pattern there of the free gift. So if you did lose, it's only got the thread, the felt and the Ada in there. You could do it from the book. Time for a cup of tea. And it says it is 8 hours to do it, and it's 30 high by 37 wide. Then we got the exclusive summer stitch along, which is the part 3, which is this one. And that's 67 high by 25 wide. And next month we get Ellie the Elephant needle case kit. That might be interesting. Getting a bit of a shine, aren't we? But I don't know why. Then you get your contents telling you what's on what page. Your welcome page, again, off the same people. Then it tells you what's out there, what you can see, what they've found on all these pages. I bought some of that. Do you remember I made some project bags out of them? Bumblebee, 100% cotton fabric. It was lovely fabric, to be fair. Stitching with Julian. I don't like their stuff at all. No, not at my strength at all. At my what's the word? I can't think what the word is. Then we've got the company Willow Fabrics that will do the kits for you, that will go along with what's being advertised here. Then we got the room to welcome. Every month they do a different room, and that's the room that they've chosen this week. So you'll get, every month you'll get a different one for that month. So like a hallway, isn't it? And next week is a room to study. And that is 52 high by 62 wide. Now I love bumblebees. Create a bee for a cushion. But there's a lot of back stitching in there, guys. A lot of back stitching. That's one thing I am completely and utterly shit at. Nice big pattern. It is 94 by 129 wide, and it will take about 50 hours to do that one. Then we have the new home. If you wanted to make somebody that's moving into a new home, that one, which is 50 high by 71 wide, and will take about 7 hours to do. An interview with Susan Limmer, Brazilian author of Romantic Flowers in Cross Stitch, shares with us her love of tidy stitching and empowering others to try it. And there's loads of questions, and she answers all the questions. Then we have the pop of colour. Your pure flower power looks no further than our bright, flamboyant blooms that are sure to make a friend's day. So if you just wanted a little cross stitch to do, these are ideal. They are 55 high by 39 wide and take 10 hours to do each one. Then the 5 reasons to never miss a copy. These are adventure awaits. Planning an outdoor adventure in your caravan this summer. Don't forget to stitch a custom keyring with 3 designs to choose from. And there's 2 of them. They're quite cute, aren't they? And they are 35 by 42 wide, and they're going to take 5 hours. So, is it 3? What's the third? Oh, well, third one's a cat. I was going to say, what does the cat one look like? Then we got Borrow and Bloomed. Have a great gift idea for green-fingered friends. Our gardener's brooch is small enough to pop on into the post to make the birthday extra special. 33 by 28 high, wide, and it's 4 hours to do. Then we've got the camping alphabet. So you've got a tent, you've got your caravan, B, you've got a tent, sorry, that's a G, isn't it, with the caravan. That's motorhome, what's it called? Oh God, what are they called? Camper van. Mind went to a blank. So we've got different size caravans, campsites, fires, rucksacks, different tents, castle, log house. So loads of different things, and even the numbers. That looks a bit like my tent. Needles and notes, your stitch and top tips, online chats and more. So they give you tips and tricks on how to do stuff, which always come in handy. Safari stripes, this is quite nice, the zebra. I'll bring it in for a closer zoom, sorry. That's quite nice, isn't it? Colours are quite nice on it. You get blue fabric so you don't have to stitch the blue. And it is 140 high by 140 wide, and it would take you 82 hours to do that one. Then we got Miles of Isles. Following on from our Highland scene last month, we escaped into the coastal town of Scotland. So if you like scenic views, that's the one for you. This is 120 high by 90 wide, and it will take you 31 hours to do that one. These are Sweet and Scandi. Brighten your home to make a little one day with our Sweet Scandi dolls worked in traditional style patterns. Don't know, I suppose you could use it as pin cushions, could you? I presume so, I don't know. 68 high by 36 wide and 5 hour each. Or you can make it into a voodoo doll. Only joking, folks, only joking. Only joking. Then we've got Create a Classic, a Little Ren. A gorgeous Little Ren picture featuring half stitches for a delicate effect is perfect for stitches looking for a challenge. Well, that's me out, isn't it? That is beautiful though, isn't she? Beautiful. That is so pretty. So clever how they've done the background. That is 172 high by 120 wide and 46 hours, guys. It is beautiful, that one. Then Ready Steady Stitch, they were given a challenge of all them colours there. And their rules were design an underwater themed card, and it shouldn't be longer than 40 stitches, and they could only use what they've been supplied with. So we've got some fishies, seas a day, and beach dreams. And then they give you the patterns for each of them to do. Then finally we've got Stitcher's Spotlight. Susan Penny shows you step by step how to make a summer ring that you'll get real buzzy over. So she's showing you how to actually make one. That's quite fun, wouldn't it? I like the idea of that. That might be a bit tricky though. Could be a bit tricky. I'm not good at tricky. Then competitions, and then you've Welcome to a Stitch Along, which is the Grimm's Fairy Tale, and you've got Rapunzel this week, or this month. So that's your piece for that. That's a whole year one, and it's 34 high by 25 wide, and that one for the Stitch Along will take 25 hours. Then you've got, if you've never ever stitched before, always in the back of these magazines, well, the ones that I've seen, It tells you how to stitch on an even weave, and how to start a thread, how to loop it, fractionals, everything, how to tie it off, everything that you need to do. Even show you how to do French knots and back stitching, so everything you need. And then next month, I like that sampler, is an autumn band sampler. That's quite, the leaves are falling, listen, autumn is calling. So did you like any in there? I have to admit, this is probably not my cup of tea, this one, this magazine. I didn't really see anything that I would actually stitch in this one. Did you see anything? I liked a few, but nothing that I would actually stitch. Maybe one or two of the camping ones to bring back memories, but that would be it. So let me know, what did you think? Did you like any? Did any of them jump out at you? Would you stitch any of them? Do you think it's worth the $4.99? I usually say if you can get one or two patterns out of a magazine, then you're good to go. So hopefully, if you didn't like anything, I've saved you $4.99, and if you did like something, then you know, go out and get it. So leave it in the comments down below what you think. I love reading your comments. If you don't like, if you're a bit shy right now, you can always contact me on social media. I always answer. My Patreon, my Etsy, cup of coffee, all that sort of stuff is down below if you want to have a nose round there. It's all in the description box down below. There's a subscribe button down below if you've not subscribed and you fancy staying along. It'd be great to hear from you. And also there's a little bell that lets you know if you touch it, what's the word, if you tick it or touch it or whatever, it'll let you know when I go live, which is on a Sunday, and we do have a laugh, and when I put up a couple of videos, which is a couple of times a week. And I will be doing another video today, hopefully, if people allow, because look what I got in the post today, guys. I've got Just Cross Stitch Halloween 2021 Special Collector's Edition, and this has just come from America from my dear friend Danielle. And there is a stitch along, so I'm going to do a little video on this and tell you about the stitch along that's going to go on with this as well. So look out for the next video. So with that said, I'm going to say thank you ever so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Look after yourselves, take care, most importantly stay safe, guys, please. Love you all, bye.